Okay. So, gentlemen, we have 21 people here, and I would be discussing some elements of the composition. Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I decided to switch off my video because sometimes it is good idea to concentrate on the visual rather than to the person on the right side. So these are the images shot by the students who are doing the classroom coaching in Craft Film School, and they are being given the input by the teacher. But I also thought that I should also interact on these images, so I have asked someone to do the PPT so that I can discuss with others also on the benefit of it. Remember, 35 people are called. In our time, it was 40. So between 35 to 40 students are called in the orientation program. And there your practical abilities would be checked. Whether you can shoot the still and video, both. Okay. And anything can be asked. So you cannot say that we don't understand this and we don't understand that. And no discussion, no complaint, anything. They would decide of their own, and then they will take a decision on the basis of their own understanding. So we have given to the student various themes on which they have shot. So these are the shot by Amit Verma. One of the theme was color. Now you would laugh at us, but if I say color, every color photograph will have a color, right? But you will see, I have seen many photographs in which the color is missing. Color photograph in which color is missing. You don't know what color it is. I can show you 100 photographs or 200 photographs where the color is not there. Shot by amateur people. So when a color is given, it will not be given in this way. Probably they might improvise on this word called color. They might ask you a pastel colors. They might ask you to shoot a pastel color. Keep making notes so that you will not get later on. You didn't tell us that you had a picture discussion called colors, and there they gave us a pastel color. So it's a piggy riding over the idea of a color called pastel color. They might ask you to give a vibrant colors. So this is a photograph of vibrant color in which you see the blood red color as well as the yellow. But when they say shoot a photograph on a particular color, I mean to say colors, does not mean that you shoot any nonsense coming in front of you which is colorful. No. It should have a photographic value, A, and B, beside photographic value. What photographic value means? It should have a composition, it should have some aesthetic, it should have not just the colorful thing. So here it is a Tanushk, some guy, some kitchen or some restaurant or some dhaba outside. But what is missing out of it is somebody alive. It is just a still life. The life is missing over here. Maybe somebody else standing in front of it, eating over here, would have been a better idea on this photograph. Something which is missing is the life in this picture, which is come with the people or some action or something like that. Again, interesting example of the low level photograph. It is interesting as a low level where a particular brand of the company is being, and very interestingly, the light are falling on the HR 55AH, very filtered coming through the leaves. So it is an interesting photograph from that point of view, but again, there has to be little head space, something more, not always, but if you can add some element of interest, it's a good idea. Otherwise, it is a flat symmetrical photograph, more or less symmetrical. If you remove the nameplate, it is a symmetrical photograph on left, right, forgetting about the 5% on the top. So color means what? What is the prominent color here? After looking at a photograph, you should be able to find out. So here the prominent color is yellow, mustard yellow, and black and white. Colors, Amit Verma. Colors, sometimes the people picture taken from the backside is also interesting. Not always the face has to be seen. But something is missing in this photograph. So placing the object, placement, etc. Again, any photograph would have some color or other. But when I say color, it means a prominent color, the way it was in the first photograph. So here that thing is also missing. Now here you could see the vegetable seller where the green and pastel yellow, yellowish green is the prominent color. But I would not have framed all these things. I would have concentrated on all these images of the greens, these ghea and cabbage, and I would have concentrated rather than showing people here and there. Nobody can figure it out, the face of the person, but still it is fine because there is a color. So color means a very, very important. Now here, from here I got an idea of monochromatic color. Monochromatic color. They might give you a theme called monochromatic color. What does it mean? Something which is of one color and its shade. So here, if I crop this image, for example, I don't know if we can do it. Yeah, I can do it here. So let me just see if I can crop. No. Anyway, if you crop from the top and bottom and keep this ghea and other things over here, green. So the shades of green and lighter green would be there, and little bit of yellowish of this gobi ka phool over here. So that will be a monochromatic color. Here I got an idea of a theme called monochromatic color, where the shade of one particular color should be there, not the so many colors, but the shade of one particular. So monochromatic color would have been green, lighter green, darker green. Bhindi is a darker green. Rest of the areas are shadow. So that make more sense. So that could be a theme, monochromatic color, shades of a one particular color. Let me put it in different language called shades of a particular, one particular color. One color and its shades. It's very difficult to find that, but at least in this photograph it has one. So that's how I got this idea. Now, most of the time here the colors are pastel. Look at the colors on the background. One color is the red of the Sai Baba and a little bit of green, yellow, etc. etc. So this is a good example of mainly the pastel colors. If I have to shoot a photograph of pastel colors, this would be a good idea, except the red. Rest of the colors are pastel colors. Here again the same photograph of that Tanushk thing. Only thing is the road are very empty and everything is empty. But it could be considered as an example of a still photograph, still life, I would say. Not the still photograph. Photograph is always still, but still life. Still life was theme of many painters in the European countries. We are in the process of choosing 100 painters where variety of photograph would be, painting would be loaded soon on the MCQ section. So it has a green, yellow and a bit of red here on the ice cream ready and this. If I have to shoot this photograph, I would ask these two people to walk into the photograph, walk into the frame and then click photograph. I would not shoot just like that, so that human interest can be added into it. That's very important. Two people walking into this photograph, going away from this, which is happening over here, would have made some interesting image, but this is also fine. Not a bad photograph. Again, this kind of photograph would make sense, not for the color sake, but it should have a little interesting thing also. Maybe somebody plucking this, there would have been a girl and who is just trying to pluck this photograph. If you make a interesting photograph right now, with just a still life. How you can add an interest is important. Maybe somebody is standing over here, a car over here on the blank space, which is getting darker. Dark is not an interesting in this photograph. Something would have been much better if on the darker side, some person is standing and reading something or doing something. Some human interest is missing. Again, color is not this fluorescent yellow color is there, definitely. But when you are given a theme, does not mean that you just concentrate on the theme. You also need to think of other interesting element which can make a photograph better. Now, suppose this image would have a colorful book lying over here on the road, for example, or colorful bag lying over here, or colorful something in the foreground. So it would have made an interesting. Right now, you just went, shoot, and came back. Try to organize your photograph. Don't depend upon whatever is available. Now, this person looking into the camera does not make sense. If this ice cream ready, should have been a person over here standing, eating ice cream, and some action would have been happening. Some 2-3 friends would be doing fooling around or something like that. Then it would have been a much more better photograph. Right now, it is very still life. I would say still life. Still life is one of the important theme, as I said, in the painting world, where they shot the fruit and some other things, and which cannot talk. Here you can add the human element here, but in those things, fruit cannot talk to each other or some. Again, you can add some interesting value to that, but that agenda would have been different. Again, just the colors, but nothing interesting. Maybe these two people would sitting in the background should have been the foreground. So foreground would have been color, so red and blue would have been prominent, and these two people talk. Just you could have asked them to be in the foreground, and then you could have shoot this photograph. It would have been a much better photograph. Right now, it just you didn't bother to think about it. To organize your photograph, you have to organize a photograph. In this space, in the front, red table is there. I would have asked these two people to sit over here, talk for 5 minutes here and there, keep clipping for 5-10 photograph, and maybe one I would find some very, very interesting. Again, the color is the red, but the still life is missing. Life is missing. Not just the color, but also it should have a life. But as a still life, if it is set the color and still life, it is still makes sense. But if I give you agenda color plus life, then it does not fit into the agenda. Anything in foreground which is out of focus looks ugly and bad. Okay. So here this ugly thing on the yellowish thing out of focus in the foreground looks bad and ugly. To try to avoid that, and all these 3 pillars would have made a sense. Had these yellow thing in the foreground would have been avoided, and is some person walking away from these 3 pillars or entering into the frame where his body is not seen would have made this photograph much more interesting, where the yellow, black and green is the prominent color, and gray obviously is gray. But the life is missing, and out of focus in the foreground looks ugly and bad. So maybe had I need to shoot this photograph, I would have asked someone to go away from the camera or come into the camera and keep clipping 5-6 photographs, and then I would have selected one out of it. So far, this is 5 marks out of 10. And had you done what I have said, it would have become 8 or 9. 5 marks means 50%. Go home, don't come to SRFTI, FTI. Again, the similar mistake, 70 or 60% of the foreground is out of focus, looks ugly, though it has a red and white, but it does not make a sense. It's as a photograph, if I'm looking at a photograph, I will think of the color later on. I will think of this as a photographic quality. From photographic quality, this is a 1 marks out of 10, not even 2. 1 marks out of 10. Rest of the people need to understand who are sleeping at home and thinking that we will qualify the FTI exam because of the return. No. You would be asked to shoot the photograph. If you don't have a practice of shooting photograph and somebody giving you input, forget about it. I am a very honest person. I say things in front of their face. You like it, don't like it, doesn't matter. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to tell you what I feel. Colors. Yes, there are colors. If I would be shooting this photograph, I would ask this SDMC parking guy to come in front of the camera. closer to the camera, little closer, even then it would be in a focus, then at least I would be having a perspective in the photograph and color both together. Right now, from the photographic quality of this photograph, I would give 5 marks. 5 marks means fail. Same problem here. It could have been a much more interesting photograph. How? One hand coming close to this lota, small lota, and this little colorful, this color is called rustic brown. Rustic brown in the foreground, wide angle shot, and in the background only this green part. And a hand picking up the lota and pouring a water or entering into the water or something. This is not being organized. You went over there without using your brain. You was concentrating on the color only without being bothered about the photographic quality in a photograph. I am least bothered about the color. When I look at this photograph, first thing I would see whether the photograph has some interesting element or not. If it has an interesting element, I would be bothered about it. If not, I am least bothered about the color. Color is a secondary thing. First thing is a photographic quality. Same problem, no color. Again, something colorful, but again, the life is missing here. In terms of composition, yes, it is a better photograph because this auto is coming here and this quality wall, filtered light falling here and there. Still a colorful photograph, but again, it does not have a life. I would have added a life to it by having a person from this area showing a piece of ice cream. Just the hand showing a piece of ice cream in front of this corner area, which is 20%, I could have added a element of interest. Again, this guy could have been here on this red part, red versus red, but still it is okay photograph. I would say 6 photograph out of 10, but again, the green is a prominent color. Again, this is a little better photograph in terms of the still life and this lady walking and this hand only. Nobody is bothered about who is she. We are not interested. We are interested in the photographic quality. So probably a little bit of foreground, empty foreground doesn't look nice. So you could have cut a little bit of foreground and you could have composed a little bit on the top of this woman. It would have made a interesting photograph. Again, a bad photograph. Color is there, but again, this guy on the corner could have been little composed better on the right side. And then in terms of action, yes, this man trying to clean his lips is interesting. Bright colors over here, but exposure wise, it is a bad photograph. You could have avoided the top burning sky and you could have opened up the, when the theme is given color does not mean you can come out with underexposed, some overexposed thing like that. If you could have just opened up the half stop exposure and compose the corrector on the right little more better, it could have been a better photograph and given more space, little bit more wider. I would say if it is shot with 35, if it is shot with a 40 mm or 35 mm, go with the 25 mm and you could have a better photograph. Again, in terms of the color, yes, the color is there. Interesting light filtering from left side, patches of light, little greenish and this thing. So in terms of still life, yes, it's an interesting photograph. But in terms of the life, it is not, the life is not there. But in terms of still life, you can always consider this as a good photograph. Again, pastel colors, green and rustic. But in terms of photographic value, it should have been a good photograph, provided you could have been close to the dog or dog could have been close to you. And then you are shooting this photograph, it would have been a much better. Color does not mean you should have a color. You could have a 10 more elements into the photograph. Perspective could be there. Low level could have been there. Some other element could also be included when the color, pastel color or vibrant color is given you a theme. Does not mean that you concentrate on that element only, but you should have a couple of more elements as well. Only then you would qualify for a more marks. Otherwise, it would be a simply I would say that element is must. It's like if I say the institute has a one seat reserved for SC candidate. SC does not mean any Tom, Dick and Harry who's SC would be admitted. No. Or scheduled tribe? No. Out of 100 people, 5 qualifies and one who is talented would get admitted or selected. Selected is a better word, not it's a hospital. So, in order to qualify, you could have a much more other elements in the photograph. Plus, that element has to be prominently displayed. Okay. So we have covered almost, or there are still some more. There are still some more. Okay. So again, lady washing some utensil, etc. You could have avoided the rest of the color and concentrated on the women's face and what she is doing and the background yellow. It would have been a much more better photograph. Again, very pastel and darkish kind of a shade. This is more colorful photograph, and from still life point of view, this is a good photograph. From still life. Still life means there is a cycle, there is some fire thing, there are some trees, there are some leaves, and this orange and green and bluish. So it is not actually blue, it is basically a little grayish, but here because maybe in the evening or you would have done some color correction. So this is from still life point of view, it is an interesting photograph. Again, from still life point of view, it is an interesting photograph, but I would crop rest of the thing. I would concentrate on this guy looking into the mobile and is sitting on the thing. Just concentrate. If you crop the top part and crop the rest of the left part, it will still make an interesting photograph with his two chappal outside his chair. It would make an interesting photograph. Why? Because it has a life into it. Somebody is looking into the mobile and is least bothered about the fact whether somebody is buying his chole bhature or not. He is not interested. He is just busy with his phone. So this photograph can be cropped and can make a interesting photograph in terms of the color as well as the life. Same thing over here. You could have concentrated on the thing. Otherwise, any photograph would have a color. Again, just the color, nothing more than that. Just the color, nothing more than that. Just the color, nothing more than that. These are the example of bad photograph. This is a bad photograph. This is also a bad photograph. These are bad photographs. This is also a bad photograph. Here you could have created an interesting photograph, but you missed the opportunity. Again, just any Tom, Dick, anything which come in front of you, even a compositional wise, is not a very interesting photograph. So need to pay attention to all these things. Okay, gentlemen. So I will stop sharing this and then I will get to another slide. Let me figure it out. This was the colors. Okay. So we'll move to another thing called there's some theme. Let me just figure it out. Okay. So it has a movement. What is moving here? Can anybody tell me what is moving here?
The water drops.
Okay. How much area that occupies that movement? Can somebody figure it out, that the movement of the water drops? I can't.
The movement of hand.
Movement of hand. Okay. What else? Can you really feel the movement? Now you can feel a little bit of movement of hands coming out of the water. But beside that, there should be other element of the photography which are missing in terms of the composition, in terms of other things, something which is interesting. So feeling of movement is there. I would say the water dripping could be considered as a movement feeling, and also this leaves coming out of that, but should be very, very prominent. Now here you can feel the movement here. Movement of tea being poured over there, but again the position of the face and other things are not very interesting. So it could have been made a little more interesting in terms of the composition. That you need to take care of it, just not the element, but also the other element. Hanji. Here you can feel the movement because it's trying to pour something over there. So I would have avoided this foreground. What you could see here is this other dhaba phava and all. I could have just concentrated on this little red color vessel and blue color thing and the yellow color thing, and I have composed this photograph vertically. And the plot in the background, plot this yellow thing and blue thing, a vertical composition, I would have done it, which would have given a concentration on the thing called movement of the water. Now it is lost because of the rest of the thing here and there. So not always you have to compose vertically, horizontally, you can compose also vertically. This is an advantage of a still photography, which is not there in the cinematography. Cinematography, you always have to compose horizontally. What is moving here? A little boy, a girl in the middle ground or background. But if you would have bothered to go close to these two people and then take a picture, it would have given that feeling of movement. Right now, sitting listening. Why? It's too far. The theme should come prominently to the mind of the viewer, where one get the idea it is about the movement. You don't get the feeling of that in this photograph. You do get the feeling of movement because there's a blur of these two people. But again, you have missed the idea of being in a foreground. The theme should have been in the foreground, which is missing. Same photograph, had you shot on a slow shutter speed, it would have given the blur to this auto rickshaw. Not auto rickshaw, this keep distance, the tempo. And you could have avoided the right side of the thing and composed a little better. Composition wise, it is also not a good photograph. And also the feeling of movement is not coming. Now here the feeling of movement is coming, but as a photograph, it is a bad photograph. You could have gone a little further, composed a nice photograph and added the photograph. Now the same photograph, blur of the auto rickshaw, avoiding the foreground in the photograph, composing a little further on the top and having this photograph blurred, which means shooting at a slow shutter speed, using a higher slower ASA, because there you can play with the ASC in a digital photograph. You don't need an ND filter for that. You can play with the exposure by changing your film speed, shutter speed. You could still have the slower shutter speed with a similar kind of exposure without going under over. But the foreground, if you look into it, nothing interesting. 2/3 of the foreground is wasted. Crop the foreground. Then compose little better. It's an interesting photograph from the point of view of this little bird. But look into it, the photograph is a 2/3 of the photograph in the foreground. Nothing is there. This is a waste of space. Cut the 2/3 of this photograph. And perhaps it will become an interesting photograph. Why? Because there is a life. There is a little bird trying to figure it out, what is this, to eat or not. But again, movement is not there. Movement is not there. Dog sitting under the tree does not mean it has a movement. Here, movement is there, but the out of focus foreground makes the photograph bad. Yes, in terms of feel, you get the feet. Maybe somebody is moving around because in the background you see the shadow. Still can be given the feeling of movement, but it could have been much more better photograph. A little abstract kind of a photograph it is. So I would say that. Just give me a moment. Okay. So be careful when you are composing and things like that. Again, feeling of movement of this guy comes in terms of these lines which are leading towards this man. Gives an interesting feel also. And but the person's head is there. Had he been looking into the, I would have cropped the 50% of the foreground, asked this guy to move, look into the camera, and then would have composed the shot. It would have been a better shot. Feeling of movement comes, but that is the only thing which is there rather than the picture quality. Picture quality also need to be there. Yes, this is a movement and leading line and all that, but somehow had this image would have been completely blurred, it would have made much more a better photograph. Yes, here you get the feeling of movement because the guy is pouring the thing over here, but not very sharply focused in terms of the exposure on the face somehow. And maybe a little bit of the background, the Salman Khan fast food on the left side could have been included. It would have made a much better photograph. Move to the next slide. Again, is about to pick up the thing. This guy, the way he's sitting over here, this corner thing could have been a little more open because very claustrophobic. Open up the area on the background. A little bit more wide angle shot would have been a much better, but it is still fine. Here also you get the feeling of this thing movement. Maybe this girl little bit on the right side could have been included in the photograph. On the left, you could have cut the area of this chair, etc., and could include the girl over there on the right side. Rest could have been cut out, not a problem. And not everything has to be there. But right now, little bit of 10% of her face, complete face, would have made the photograph much better. So still you get the feeling of his opening up the fridge, trying to get something out of it. Understood. Feeling of movement is there. Rather, it look little out of focus rather than the blurred. It is blur for sure, but let it be more blurred. And maybe one person standing here, just the legs or looking into the mobile, his hand looking into the mobile, you could have made this photograph much better. Person who is standing. Whether you shoot at a shutter speed of 30 or 120, it doesn't matter. He will still come in focus. And had you shot this photograph with a shutter speed of 30, it would have looked blurred. So contrast, blur versus sharp focus. But that thing is missing here. You did not use your brain. Otherwise, it would have been a much better photograph. Here, the feeling of blur is very clear because it is a slow. The background guy going right, foreground guy going left. But I would say, had you avoided this guy on the background, just a foreground guy going left, and maybe somebody standing in front, standing only, looking into a mobile with his hand, not having his complete body, would have made a photograph much better. You have to use your brain before you press the button. Legs of this, because it's already a bullock cart which moves very slowly. Object is not moving very fast. So the shutter speed has to be more slower than what it is right now. Then it could have been a better photograph. But the movement, the position of the leg of the horse give the feeling of a movement. The bullock cart is not static, but moving. And the boy on the back side could have been a little more. Overlapping is still fine, but it is not very clearly and interestingly. More than clarity is the interesting element which is missing. Feeling of movement is there, but not the photographic quality. Yes. Feeling of movement plus photographic quality, both are there. This guy is sweeping, this guy is standing. Color also there. Red, green, yellow, sky, blue. So it has a color plus movement plus compositionally. This is a nice photograph. In the background, you see object moving. You get more feeling of it because somebody on the foreground is static. So this is a comparatively much more better photograph. More blur would have been better, but it's an interesting photograph from the photojournalistic point of view because some guy is lying in the auto and he is bothered about working, including his leg, and auto in the background going away makes the photograph interesting. Again, because the leg's position gives the feeling of blurriness, but had you been a little more closer to the bullock cart and avoid the foreground, it could have been a much more better photograph. Even now you can crop the foreground, it will become an interesting photograph. Not really give the movement feeling. Yes, give the feeling of movement. You are not bothered who is doing it as a labor class person washing the dishes. But I would compose this photograph in such a way, I would cut the foreground 10% from the front. Maybe 5%. This left side, this black thing, I would cut. Keep this untidy bucket broken part, I will keep it. Before the broken part, I would cut everything and it would be a wonderful photograph. Even now it is a nice photograph, but it will become a little better. Yes, feeling of movement is there, but think of the looking space. Looking space or leading line, or we call it whatever. It is more in the backside rather than the foreground. So the time when you press the button is wrong. You should have pressed the 2 seconds before or 1 second before. It would have been a much more better photograph. Yes, feeling of blur is there and little artistic also because you move the camera along with the character. But foreground is too much. You can cut the foreground. It would be better photograph. Same also is making some paratha. So the movement of that thing is in the foreground look interesting. Little pastel and all those kind of color. Working class people on the road. It gives a nice feeling. Not very clear in terms of had you compose Shabnam Hair Saloon, cut that 25% from the foreground on a slow shutter speed, put the camera on the tripod, keep the shutter speed to 1/15th of a second. Whenever somebody passes, press the button, you will get a better photograph. No motion here, everything is static. Yes, feel the motion is there. Cut the 30% in the foreground. Nothing interesting is there in the 30% of the foreground. If you cut that, it will be relatively better. Cut the back side also 20%. Till this car, it would be a little more interesting to photograph. Gives a feeling of motion. If guy going foreground out of focus looks very ugly and bad. Avoid that. Not very interesting photograph. Here you get the feeling of this, but had it been more slow motion of his hand and person, the guy sitting over there will not move, obviously. Shoot this photograph with a shutter speed of 1/15th by changing the value of your film speed. Go to 25 or 50 or whatever you can go, and it would be an interesting photograph. Maybe the person would also go blurred, hand would also go blurred, but you need to work upon it. So blur is the feel of motion, but still you get the feel of motion because of his hand. Though he's not as moving, but still you get the feeling of his hand's motion. We'll go for another slide. So slide number 2. We have 3 more slides. Okay. Okay, guys. So here the theme is lines. I don't get the feeling of line in this. In any case, line would be there for sure, horizontal, vertical. But that should come prominently in a photograph. If I am looking at a photograph, I should get the feeling of lines, which is missing. Yes, here I get the feeling of line, but the photograph is bad. Why? Because in the foreground, 20% of the action, nothing is happening. So to crop the 20% of the foreground, then the photograph will have the feeling of lines. Yes, you get the feeling of lines, and it is a leading line going to the person. So it's a much better photograph than the previous one. Yes, you get the feeling of lines, left and right, but not in that prominent manner, the way it was in last image. Not really the lines. Yes, this photograph could have been a much more brilliant had you cut the top sky and included the foreground. Cut the 20% of the sky from the front, top, include the bottom part, 20%, whatever you cut on the top, it would be a much more better photograph. Though the feel of line is still there, but it would be much more better photograph, I personally feel. Had in the sky, some cloud would have been there, some birds are flying or something would have been there much more. Right now is a dead sky. That's the reason. If in the same sky, if the action is happening, some interesting cloud formation, sunrise, sunset, some bird flying, etc., which you can do in a Photoshop. But as a live photograph, right now it is missing. Same thing, anything in the foreground, out of focus, look ugly. 50% or 40% or 50, 45% of the foreground out of focus, and hence this is a bad photograph, an ugly photograph. Interesting in terms of the symmetrically, he is just lying and that's it. But in terms of the lines, you don't get the feeling. Again, if you cut the 70% of the foreground, you might get the feeling of lines on the top. So maybe if I would be shooting this photograph, I would be going close up to this top area and then clicking a photograph of this circular thing and lines, then it would have been a much more better photograph. Tomorrow you try to do that, you will understand what I'm saying. So cut everything else, go to close part of this circular thing, you might get the feeling of lines. Nothing interesting, but yes, horizontal line you get a feel, but not a very interesting photograph. This is could have been a much more better photograph. I have at least 10 to 20 photographs of this area where I've used the top area very creatively and effectively to shoot the production stills while the workshop is happening. This photograph could have been made much better. Think about it. I will show you what I'm talking about. Yes, you get the feeling of this area which is predominantly marked for these people. And to some extent, you get the feeling of line, but it's not getting prominently. I should get the feel of line. No lines at all. No lines at all. It's the same photograph. You get the feeling of line, but it is out of focus in the foreground. Very forced lines used. Had you removed the foreground, go to Shivji photograph, click all these photographs of the vertical line and the shed and the Shivji, you will still get the feel of the lines, but not now, because they are out of focus in the foreground. Yes, feel of vertical lines, but not predominantly. This is again out of focus in the foreground. Had you kept the thing something in the foreground, focus, somebody in the behind, some human figure, would have made an interesting photograph. Not really the lines, but not really the lines, not lines, not the lines. You get the feel of lines comparatively, much better a photograph, because in the foreground, it is in sharp focus, character coming toward the thing, placed correctly, the white lines going over there, you still get the feeling of convergence. And this image is much better than the previous images. Not really the feeling of lines, not feeling of lines, not the feeling of lines. So you have a vertical thing, but no. In terms of photograph, it is better because this dog is opening his mouth, and the one of the dog coming from there. Feel of lines is still missing. Here you can get the curvilinear lines. This curve give the feeling of lines. One curve, second curve, third curve, and also the curve on the chair give the feeling of lines. Comparatively better photograph than the previous thing. I would have used somebody else walking away from the thing, and in the foreground I would have a subject which is alive. Right now it is more of a still life, but that is also fine. No. Yes. Here you get the feel of life. Can you yourself figure it out what I'm trying to say? You get a very strong feeling of vertical and horizontal line. Mainly vertical lines. And that's what I'm trying to say. When a line is being given to your subject, your photograph should prominently highlight that element of the photograph rather than somebody searching for that element in the image. So this is the only photograph which highlight the lines very clearly. Same over here also. Zigzag lines, you can get the feeling of lines. Maybe somebody walking in the backside would have been added some element of interest, but even now it is fine. Something out of focus, 50% of the area out of focus in front looks ugly and bad. I have repeated 5th time. This is I'm saying 6th time. Yes, you get the feeling of line, but crop the 25% area in the foreground. 25% area in the foreground. Add nothing to it. It's a blank, nothing interesting. It would make an interesting photograph. Crop the 25% area in the foreground. Yes, you get the feeling of lines. And it is a very interesting image. Why? Anybody would like to say why it is an interesting image in one sentence? One sentence, not 2 sentences. बोलिए. कोई भी बोल दो.
The positioning of the seat is creating an obstacle.
Creating a
obstacle.
Okay. Second person.
So the positioning of the seats are AL the form.
समझ नहीं आया क्या कह रहे आप? Position of the seat means what?
Sir, the forms AL shape, like.
From what?
AL shape, I think.
हिंदी में बोलो.
सर AL मतलब AL लेटर की तरह है.
ठीक है. और कोई आदमी? To me, it gives a feeling as if they are talking to each other. 2 still life chairs talking to each other. Okay? This is what I feel. Don't need to buy what I'm saying. Here also you get the feeling of lines prominently. Though I would have not kept it symmetrically, but still fine because background is not symmetrical. So still better image. Again, avoid the foreground, this line on the foreground. It could have been a better image. Left side, crop the 25%. It will still give the feeling of line, horizontal lines. Little bit of angular lines also. But you avoid the 25% area on the left, 20% at least. It will, the same photograph will make. That is what composition is all about. What not to include. Same position, same exposure, same gesture. Crop the 20% portion from the left and you think what I am talking about.
सर.
Yeah, बोलिए.
सर जो बैठने वाला था उसका एक और मतलब मीनिंग यही होगा ना, कॉन्ट्रास्ट. मतलब नॉर्मली जो बैठने का होता है मतलब एक के बाद एक होता है, लेकिन यहाँ एक के बाद वो उसके जस्ट उल्टा रखा हुआ है।
Contrast we can't say. Contrast we can't say.
मतलब वो हमारे माइंड में जो साइकोलॉजिकल कंट्रास्ट क्रिएट हो रहा है।
नहीं, we can't say contrast. Contrast means contrast का मतलब होता है कि opposite of each other. What is opposite of each other? Position vertical और horizontal कर दिया है.
Yes, sir.
It one is horizontal, one is vertical. So anything vertical connected with horizontal is a clash, not contrast.
Okay, sir.
I would say clash rather than the contrast. The good photograph in terms of line, leading lines, I would say. But again, somebody in the foreground standing and reading a book, somebody is about to kick the bike, would have made the element interesting. Human element. Foreground out of focus looks very bad. Again, not a very prominent example of leading line. Had this guy who was walking could have been a little closer, would have been made a much better photograph, but it's still fine. No, not leading, not lines, or not really. No, 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 no. Had you avoided this woman, concentrated on the background wall, where there is a iron shade is there and the vertical lines and those things, would have been made a much better photograph. Here the emphasis is not on that. Comparatively, yes, but I would crop the front and I would just compose the 50% on the left side, crop a little bit on the top, and then would be still a better photograph. Compositionally, you need to recrop this image. Not really. Yes, comparatively, yes. Avoid the left side part because it is empty area on the left side. ये कहाँ का फोटोग्राफ है? हितेश हो आसपास या सो गए चद्दर ओढ़ के?
पार्क में सर, ये पार्क कर दी।
पार्क तो गधे को भी पता लग जाएगा पार्क है। कौन सा पार्क है
सर? ये स्पेसिफिक नेम नहीं पता मुझे सर, मतलब पीछे है अपने।
तुमने खींचा है फोटोग्राफ?
यस सर।
तो पार्क कहाँ है
सर ये पीछे जो ऑफिसेज हैं गवर्नमेंट के, वहां पे है सर ये पीछे।
मतलब संजय वन में है ये?
आई गेस सो सर।
या इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? उसका नाम है ना, पीछे जो जंगल है वहां पे है ना ये?
हाँ सर।
Bad photograph? No, bad photograph. It is more of a curve, circular kind of a thing. You can say lines, but not very hardcore lines. But you can include them if it is a circular. Lines are the part of it. You can say that it has a line. No, no, yes, but could have been much more better. Centrally aligned, but you can still say it has at least the line feeling of lines. Not really. Yes, this has a feeling of line because of the light. Vertical lines, high contrast lines, it still has a feeling of lines. It has a feeling of line very clearly defined. I would say not the lines, but yes, circle. 1, 2, 3. Curved line had the, yeah, you can say the curved line. If you really need to include this in the picture. It has a curved line feeling of this curve, circular, semicircle, circle, semicircle. No, 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 no. So this completes the line. So right now is at 7:30. We started as 6:30. We'll break for 10 minutes and we'll be back by 7:40. Okay, gentlemen? So, okay, guys, we are back. 28 people are here. So let me just figure it out. Okay. So there is something called perspective. What is the meaning of perspective? Something in a frame, if I calculate the overall size, considering that everything is in the frame is focus, it would occupy more area than its actual size. A mobile size could be 5 inches, 6 inches, or maybe maximum 10 inches. 10 inches is too much. Let me just calculate the, I don't want to waste the time, but say for example, the length of a mobile phone is 6.5 or 7 inch. But in the frame, I can show the 7-inch mobile phone occupying 50% of the space, which is like a 10 feet or 20 feet. Okay. So 7-inch mobile phone occupying 50% of the space, vertical space. Let's say, for example, till this point when these two boys are standing. If I bring a mobile in foreground, so perspective means something in the foreground would be given a importance, A. So there has to be foreground. What is the foreground here? Can anybody tell me? What is foreground here in this image?
The boy jumping in the water.
No, he is the middle ground. Any otherwise man?
सर
So
वो
there
टू
is
बॉयज
nothing. हाँ बोलिए बोलिए.
नहीं ठीक है सर ठीक है
बोलो बोलो.
सर वो टू बॉयज जो लेफ्ट में लेकिन वो मेरे को नोटिस हुआ आई थिंक वाटर है जो
The same plane. Plane physics. They are at the same plane when the boys are jumping. The boy jumping in the water and these two boys standing are at the same plane, which is, say, for example, 20 feet away from the camera. So they are not in the foreground. Foreground means something at the 5 feet, and if the boy is jumping at the 20 feet, then it is called foreground. So there is nothing in the foreground. And hence, this is not an example of perspective. A. B. Though it is a wide angle shot, but foreground is missing. Wide angle, foreground are the two important qualifications with shooting at a f11 or 16 aperture so that you get the maximum depth of field. That is what the perspective stands for. Okay, so no perspective at all. Again, the similar kind of photograph, somebody jumping in the foreground, in the middle ground, not a perspective. This boy could have been used as an example of perspective had you gone a little more closer to the boy comparatively. This is still an example of perspective, but not really good example. You could have been a little more closer to the boy till his V-shaped shirt, excluding the boy bottom. Maybe if you want to exclude the boy, could have been a little closer. And then you shoot, then it would have an example of perspective. Again, not an example of perspective. Your background is blurred. Background cannot be blurred. Bad photograph because somebody looking away from the camera and the focus is not on the foreground. Anything in the foreground out of focus looks bad and hence a ugly photograph. Nothing in the foreground, no perspective. Nothing in the foreground, no perspective. Nothing in the foreground, no perspective. Foreground, the boy jumping into the thing, it is there. Middle ground, the boy coming toward here is there. But again, this could have been a little more closer. You could have been a little more closer to the character, closer to the subject in the foreground, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet, depending upon what is your minimum focusing distance. Shooting at a whatever wide lens you have, say 25 mm, 30 mm, 32 mm. Shooting at a f16 so that you get the depth would give you a perspective. Okay. This could be considered to some extent the first photograph of perspective among 10 photographs. No perspective, No perspective at all. No perspective at all. Could have been an example of perspective had you gone closer to the boy cutting the 30% area in the foreground, using his hand, his face, and this Kali Mata, and it could have a perspective. Right now, the perspective is missing. Same position, little more closer to the boy would have created a perspective. This is an example of perspective. Why? Comparatively, because in the foreground, you see this boy walking away. Rest of the people are already walking away. So this could be considered as an example of perspective. Two boys laughing, talking. But I would say I would have gone closer to this boy and avoiding the front over here. Could have been a much better a photograph from the same position, going a little closer. No perspective, no perspective, no perspective, no perspective at all. No perspective, no perspective, no perspective. Could have been a perspective have we gone closer to the face of the doggy. Little low angle, low level, not low angle, but low level. They can't be low angle. Why? Because he is already on the ground. You can't go inside the ground. So low level could have been an example of perspective. No perspective at all. No perspective at all. No perspective. Could have been a little more better perspective. Have you been a little closer to the boy in the foreground? But yes, you can consider it as an example of perspective to some extent. Again, the same problem. There is a logo in the foreground, so it has a focus from the perspective point of view, but maybe a little more wide angle lens and a little more away from the logo, so that rest of the area could also be in a focus. Could have been into a example of, to some extent, you can say perspective because the wickets are there in the foreground, which is occupying 50% of the area. So you can consider this example of a perspective. Not really, because front is out of focus. So anything in the out of focus foreground is considered as a example of a bad photograph. Always remember that. So we'll move to another slide. Symmetry.
सर पर्सपेक्टिव का एक्चुअल मीनिंग क्या है सर?
हिंदी में डिक्शनरी खोल के देख लो. मैंने अभी बताया था, आपने सुना नहीं ध्यान से, वीडियो को देख लेना, दोबारा से समझ आ जाएगा. हाँ जी. So we will share the slide. So this is visual balance, symmetry. People have messed up or mixed both the things. So there is neither balance nor symmetry in this photograph. This is an example of balance. Why? Because some big car is being balanced by this guy who's walking on the right side. So to some extent, we can say this is an example of balance, but the symmetry is not there. You can say the example of balance because this vertical thing, the hair spray of the water at a Nai ka dukan with out of focus on the image on the right side can be considered as an example of visual balance because the bottle is balanced by this guy standing in the background. And this is also an example of perspective. Why? Because the bottle, which is a small size, and the size of the bottle is 1 feet, not even 1 feet, I would say half a feet. And the man is 5 feet. 5 feet is equivalent to the half feet. That is what I mean by the perspective. So it's a much better image because this little bottle in the foreground on the left side is also balancing this vertical bottle in the center. And vertical bottle in the center is being balanced by the height of the guy standing closer to that board. So to large extent, I would say this is an example of perspective as well as the balance. No example of balance. If you want to deliberately say small size of the flower is being balanced by this image of the back side of the auto, yes, you can argue, but it should be much more clearer in terms of the image. It should look very natural, not artificial. This is looking artificial image. It is an example of symmetry because if you cut from the center, left, right, both look same, but not the balance. Again, you can consider it as a kind of a balance on the left and right. Cut from the center. It could have been a good example of the lines had you cut the left side of this thing and just compose this wire bundle thing. Horizontal lines, little angular at a 10% or 20% of angle, still give you a feeling of lines, but the left side should have been avoided and should have been shot vertically. So then in that case, it would have become an example of lines, but here neither the symmetry nor the balance. This is a wrong example from there. Neither symmetry nor balance, neither symmetry nor balance, no symmetry, no balance, no symmetry, no balance. To some extent, you can say yes, vertical height of the building is being balanced by the left side mass of the car. So this could be an example of the balance on the right versus left. The symmetry is missing. It's not an example of symmetry. No symmetry, no balance. No symmetry, no balance. Can say this guy taking some stuff is being balanced by the scooter on the left side. So this could be example of the balance. This is also an example of balance and symmetry because cut from the center, both the roads look same. And these cars on the left could be balanced by the right side car. Not really an example of balance. No. Can to some extent say balance, this vertical guy, sitting boy, balancing each other. More or less symmetrical if you cut from the center. Yes, kind of a symmetry. No balance, no symmetry. Kind of a balance, cut from the center, left, right look same. No symmetry, but example of balance is vertical hooding is being balanced by this car mass. So you can say this is an example of balance. No balance, no symmetry, but maybe you can say that this temple is being balanced by the image on the right. No symmetry, no balance. Not really a symmetrical, but an interesting photograph otherwise, because this little bird on the top and this scooter over here give an example of some still life. You know, still life has a very important part in the European painting, as I said earlier. So this is again not a very good photograph. Again, this is an example of lines and also symmetrical left and right. If you cut from the center, left and right, but again, somebody standing over here would have been more good photograph. On the left side, somebody is standing, just standing, body only, not the whole body. Kind of balance. The guy standing is being balanced by the guy sitting inside there. So this is also an example of lines, vertical and horizontal. You can get the feeling of that. It's an interesting photograph. You can say balance of this vertical guy being balanced by the green leaves. Symmetrical from the center. If you cut left and right, both look nice. Not really a good photograph. Not really. You can say balance of this wheel, balanced by the big wheel and small wheel, and his body of the auto is balancing on the left side of the mass. So to some extent, you can say this is an example of balance. No balance, no symmetry. Kind of a symmetrical from the center. Cut from the center, left and right on the road. Looks same. So this is an example of thing. So if you have any question, we can discuss it. We still have a 30-minute time. हाँ जी बोलिए. क्वेश्चन पूछिए आप लोग. 28 लोग हैं यहाँ पर.
हेलो सर.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
सर पेस्टल कलर्स मतलब फेडेड कलर्स को.
पेस्टल कलर मतलब जो कलर जो है फीका पड़ा हुआ है, ब्राइट नहीं है. अब यहाँ पे बैकग्राउंड में देखिए आप, मार्शेलो मास्ट्रोनियोनी चश्मे को यूं कर रहा है, येलो का पेस्टल कलर है ये. राइट साइड में 3 कलर ब्लू का एक पोस्टर लगा हुआ है जिसमें ब्लू बड़ा प्रोमिनेंट कलर है. तो ब्लू इज द वाइब्रेंट कलर, करेक्ट. उसका पेस्टल कलर क्या है? यहाँ पर लेफ्ट साइड में येलो जो है थोड़ा हल्का सा धुंधला सा कलर है. देगास का पेंटिंग देखिए, एक पेंटर है देगास करके. मैं कोशिश करता हूँ अगर जहाँ पे मुझे वो किताब का फोटोग्राफ दिख जाए तो. जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट. उसका जो एक बड़ा फेमस फोटोग्राफ है जो पेस्टल कलर के अंदर है, ओपनिंग फोटोग्राफ है वो. ओके, ये फोटोग्राफ मैं ठीक से दिखा नहीं पाऊंगा, पर फिर भी थोड़ा कोशिश करिएगा देखने. टेक्स्ट को भूल जाइए, इमेज को देखिए. इसमें हल्का सा येलो है, हल्का सा रेडिश है, हल्का सा जो एक कलर होता है ग्रीन और मैजेंटा के बीच में वो है. ये बड़ा फेमस पेंटिंग है इसका, देगास का. तो ये पेस्टल कलर का पेंटिंग है. इट्स नो वाइब्रेंट कलर, इज नो वाइब्रेंट कलर. इंडिया में आपको थोड़ा
ओके सर. हाँ ओके सर.
वाइब्रेंट कलर का मतलब होता है कि जो बहुत ब्राइट कलर है, और पेस्टल कलर का मतलब होता है जो हल्का थोड़ा धुंधला इस टाइप का.
मतलब सर वाइब्रेंट मतलब सैचुरेटेड ज्यादा.
Yes, you can say saturated colors, and desaturated colors are the pastel colors.
ओके सर.
हाँ जी. और कोई आदमी बोलिए. बोलिए.
हेलो सर.
हाँ जी.
सर मूवमेंट जो फोटोग्राफी थी, जिस जो आपने पिक्चरें दिखाई हैं, उसमें हम पैन इन फोटोग्राफी को मूवमेंट में ले सकते हैं क्या?
पैनिंग फोटोग्राफी होती है जब उसमें 1-2 फोटोग्राफ थे जिसमें कैरेक्टर ने पैन किया हुआ है फोटोग्राफ
यस सर.
कैमरा को, उसमें सारा ब्लर हो जाता है बैकग्राउंड फोरग्राउंड. यस, दैट इज अ गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ शोइंग द फीलिंग ऑफ मूवमेंट. और अगर आप कैरेक्टर के साथ पैन कर रहे हैं कैमरा, तो उसमें कैरेक्टर मोर or less I would say remain not it will still be unsharp, but background will become blur. The background is static, foreground is moving. So if your speed of your camera is the same as the character, which cannot be in a still photography, but still you will get the feeling of blur. So movement means the feeling of blur will give the feeling of movement. That's a good example of when you want to do say movement, you can include the blur. स्लो शटर स्पीड आप इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं, कुछ अलग अलग टाइप के फोटोग्राफ शूट कर सकते हैं, ट्राइपॉड पे शूट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज एन एक्सरसाइज वुड बी गिवन इन द ओरिएंटेशन प्रोग्राम टू यू. 35 में से 10 लोगों को लेना है, तो दे विल हैव टू हैव सम फिल्टर which is more of a practical experience of the person concerned, not just the theory. Theory is being checked already, and now they wanted to see your practical experience of shooting. Also, if you can shoot the practically things, you are welcome. If you can't shoot, please go and learn. So this is the way it is. Hanji, पूछ your.
सर पर्सपेक्टिव को थोड़ा और समझा.
खुद भी समझो थोड़ा सा जाके. पर्सपेक्टिव का मैंने मतलब बताया था आपको, आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया है. मैं एक बार दोबारा से आपको बताने की कोशिश करता हूँ. पर्सपेक्टिव का मतलब है कि जिस चीज का जो साइज है, साइज क्या होता है कि मान लीजिए किसी, जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दिया मोबाइल का साइज है इतना. अब आप इस फ्रेम में देखेंगे इसने 50% एरिया ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया. क्यों? क्योंकि वाइड एंगल लेंस के क्लोज में 1 फीट के डिस्टेंस पे। बट इस फोटोग्राफ को मैं पीछे चला जाता और पीछे चला। अब कितना परसेंट एरिया ऑक्यूपाई कर रहा है ये फोटोग्राफ में मोबाइल? 10%। तो 10% वर्सेस 50%। वर्टिकल के हिसाब से देखिए, वर्टिकल हाइट के हिसाब से देखिए। अभी इसका हाइट और अगर आप मैं वर्टिकली इसको डिवाइड करूं तो नाउ इट इज मोर लेस 40%। इफ आई गो बैक इट बिकम 10%। तो जब ये 40% एरिया ऑक्यूपाई कर रहा है देन इट इज गिविंग ए पर्सपेक्टिव। आप पढ़ सकते हैं इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पर, अगर ये लाइन सीधी हो जाए किसी तरीके से तो आप पढ़ सकते हैं। So that is the meaning of perspective. Something in the foreground which is larger than its actual size gets a emphasis. Kieslowski का एक फिल्म है, 3 color Decalogue सीरीज है, उसमें शॉर्ट फिल्म अबाउट किलिंग, वो आप देखिए, उसमें बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग तरीके से उसमें पर्सपेक्टिव को इस्तेमाल किया।
थैंक यू सर।
वाइड एंगल लेंस closer to the subject, shoot at a 16 or 11 so that you get the image which is prominently focusing on the foreground. That is the meaning of perspective. एक और चीज होती है false perspective. थोड़ा गूगल में जाके चेक करना, कुतुब मीनार को तुमने पकड़ा हुआ है, ताजमहल को टॉप से पकड़ा हुआ है, ताजमहल को पकड़ के ऐसे फोटो खिंचवा रखा है लोगों ने, बहुत सारे फोटोग्राफ देखे होंगे। That is called false perspective. एक और चीज होती है जिसका नाम है aerial perspective. एरियल पर्सपेक्टिव, फॉल्स पर्सपेक्टिव एंड पर्सपेक्टिव। तो 3 टाइप के पर्सपेक्टिव मैंने आपको बताए। अभी मैंने पर्सपेक्टिव के ऊपर सब्जेक्ट दिया था लोगों को, शूट करके जो भी कुछ लाए हैं वो आपसे डिस्कस कर लिया गया है। फॉल्स पर्सपेक्टिव वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, गूगल में टाइप करो फॉल्स पर्सपेक्टिव, इमेज क्लिक करो, आपको 2 मिनट में समझ आ जाएगा इसका क्या मतलब होता है। और एरियल पर्सपेक्टिव के लिए थोड़ी कुछ और क्वालिटीज चाहिए होती हैं जो आप ढूंढेंगे गूगल में तो आपको मिल जाएंगी, नहीं ढूंढेंगे सोते रहेंगे तो कभी जिंदगी में नहीं मिलेगा। That is my answer. Next.
हेलो सर।
हाँ जी बोलिए।
सर पर्सपेक्टिव के अंदर लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव भी आता है ना?
करेक्ट, लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव भी होता है उसमें। लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव के अंदर क्या है, लाइंस का बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंस होता है कि किस तरीके से कन्वर्ज हो रही है लाइंस, डाइवर्ज हो रही है लाइंस। पेंटिंग के अंदर लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव को बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंस दिया जाता है। तो लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव भी एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड होता है कि किस तरीके से आप लीनियर पर्सपेक्टिव क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। हाँ जी, और बोलिए। टाइम टू टाइम मैं जो है ग्रुप के अंदर बहुत सारी पीडीएफ फाइलें, कोई लिंक, कोई इंपॉर्टेंट आदमी उसका मुझे कुछ नया आता है तो मैं ऐड करता रहता हूँ। आप अगर मेहनत नहीं करेंगे, आप उसके बारे में नहीं सोचेंगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आपको सोचना है एग्जाम आपने देने जाना है। आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि हमने तो क्राफ्ट में 15,000 रुपए दिए थे और हमने तो कोचिंग ली थी और हम कैसे फेल हो गए, बोल सकते हैं? कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है। तो आप भी मेहनत करेंगे तो कुछ तो उसमें पकड़ में आएगा। हम लोग भी बैकएंड में मेहनत कर रहे हैं और दैट्स व्हाई टुडेज क्लास आई डिसाइडेड टू टेक इट। करीब करीब 100 इंपॉर्टेंट पेंटर्स हैं और 50 विमेन अलग से पेंटर्स हैं और करीब करीब 50 कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट हैं और 100 के करीब स्कल्प्टर हैं और 50 फोटोग्राफर हैं और 50 स्कल्प्टर हैं। तो कुल मिला के 300 के करीब लोग हो गए। 300 लोगों का 20 के हिसाब से मल्टीप्लाई करो, 3 दूनी 6। 300 लोगों को 20 से मल्टीप्लाई करो 6। 6000 नाम आपको याद करने हैं एफटीआई एंट्रेंस एग्जाम में क्वालिफाई करने के लिए। अगर वहां पर एक क्वेश्चन पेंटिंग, स्कल्प्टर, फोटोग्राफर या इंस्टॉलेशन आर्टिस्ट के ऊपर अगर आएगा तो 4 टाइप के अगर क्वेश्चन आएंगे, जो कि पिछले बार बिल वॉयला के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन आया था, तो वहां से मुझे आइडिया मिला कि वो इंस्टॉलेशन आर्टिस्ट पे भी पूछ सकते हैं। तो ऐसे 50 कंटेम्प्रेरी इंस्टॉलेशन आर्टिस्ट हैं। तो अपने आप में अमिताभ बच्चन, अगर फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के अंदर अमिताभ बच्चन है, तो आर्ट की दुनिया में कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट जैसे अनीस कपूर का मैंने लिंक आपको शेयर किया था, आप लोगों ने नहीं देखा होगा क्योंकि आप बहुत बिजी लोग हैं। बट अगर आप देखेंगे तो आपको समझ आएगा कि इंडियन बॉर्न आर्टिस्ट बेस्ड इन यूके, वेरी वेरी एक्सपेंसिव एंड वन ऑफ द सेलिब्रिटी अमंग द टॉप 50 आर्टिस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज अनीस कपूर। सोते रहोगे तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला। ऊट पटांग का क्वेश्चन कोई आ गया वहां पर, तुम खोपड़ी खुजाते रहना, कोई तुम्हारी बात सुनने वाला नहीं है। मेहनत करोगे तो समझ आएगा। जो चीज मुझे भी समझ आती है वो तुम्हें भी समझ आएगी। उसमें कोई सर्किट डायग्राम नहीं है कि आईआईटी इंजीनियर को समझ आएगा जिसने वहां से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियरिंग का कोर्स किया, करेक्ट? तो किसी को भी समझ आ सकता है जो मेहनत करना चाह रहा है। जो सो रहा है अपना आलू के पराठे खा रहा है और चटनी खा रहा है और सो रहा है बैठ के, उसका कुछ नहीं होने वाला। मेहनत करोगे तो समझ आएगा। वहां बकवास नहीं कर सकते कि एक क्वेश्चन क्यों पूछ लिया गया। तुम्हारी ना तो कोई बकवास को सुनने वाला है। फाइन आर्ट्स की बैकग्राउंड सब लोगों की होनी चाहिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन। पिछली बार एक क्वेश्चन आया था, हु मेड द पेंटिंग कॉल्ड ब्राइड्स टॉयलेट। अब तुम बोलोगे हमें तो पता नहीं है। तो पता नहीं है तो क्यों आ रहे हो यहाँ पे? सोते रहो बैठ के अपना आराम से। तुम्हें अमृता शेरगिल का नहीं पता तो तुम गंवार आदमी हो, दरभंगा जाके खेती करो। क्यों एफटीआई आ रहे हो? सिनेमेटोग्राफी के आदमी हो, तुम एक्टर बनने थोड़ी आ रहे हो। और तुम्हें अमृता शेरगिल की पेंटिंग का नहीं पता तो तुम गंवार आदमी हो हमारे हिसाब से। गंवार है तो बैठे रहो अपने जाके बैठ के। अगले साल फेल हो जाओ, 2 साल फेल हो जाओ, उसके बाद आ जाना, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? एक तो साल तो तुम्हारा वैसे ही गैप हो चुका है, कुछ कोविड की वजह से हो गया, कुछ तुमने कर लिया। तो वहां पर कोई भी तुम्हारी बकवास सुनने वाला नहीं है और ये बकवास है। अगर तुम्हें नहीं पता कि कौन है अमृता शेरगिल तो तुम इस लायक नहीं हो कि तुम्हें एफटीआई में एडमिशन दिया जाए। 800 लोग नींद में पेपर दे के आते हैं हमारे। 800 में से 700 लोग नींद में पेपर दे के आते हैं और 10 लोग थोड़ा मेहनत करते, 100 लोग मेहनत करते हैं। तो अगर आप उन 100 लोगों में से हैं तो फिर आगे फिल्टर होगा कि फोटो वोटो खींचनी आती है कि नहीं आती, वीडियो शूट करना आता है कि नहीं आता, बटन ढूंढ रहे हो वीडियो के वहां पर, तो वो सब चीजें चेक की जाएंगी वहां पर। आपकी कोई भी फरियाद सुनने वाला नहीं है और ना ही आप बोल सकते हो हमारा पेपर रीचेक कर दो। तो रीचेकिंग फी चेकिंग होती नहीं है वहां पर। जो आ गया, नहीं आया नहीं आया। तो अगर आप मेहनत करेंगे तो समझ आएगा, नहीं मेहनत करेंगे तो अपना आराम से भ्रम पाल के रखो कि हम एफटीआई की तैयारी कर रहे हैं। माँ बाप तुम्हें आलू के पराठे खिलाते रहेंगे और तुम लोग जो है फेल हो जाओगे। तब पूछेंगे तुमसे कि तुम फेल क्यों हो। 15,000 तो दिए थे, कुछ लोगों को थोड़ा ज्यादा पैसे दिए थे, बट आप फेल क्यों हो गए वो आपको जवाब वहां पर देना पड़ेगा। आप ये कहोगे कि एग्जाम डिफिकल्ट था तो 40 लोग कैसे क्वालिफाई? तो 200 पेंट 250 100 पेंटर, 100 स्कल्प्टर, 50 आर्किटेक्ट, इंटरनेशनल और इंडियन, तो कुल मिला के 500 लोग तो बैठे बैठे ऐसे ही हो गए। फिर विमेन एक रैकेट चलता है, विमेन रैकेट। रैकेट इन द सेंस कि विमेन ओरिएंटेड, विमेन पेंटर, विमेन फोटोग्राफर, विमेन फलाना ढिमका। वो भी पूछा जा सकता है। कोई विमेन ने फोटो बना दिया पेपर तो क्या करोगे? तो विमेन विमेन दिखाई देगा वहां पर। तुम्हें तो पता नहीं है, तुमने तो 2-3 विमेन्स पेंटर और फोटोग्राफर पढ़े हैं। बाकी की 35 क्या झक मार रही है बैठ के? अगर उनका काम वहां पर मेट्रोपॉलिटन म्यूजियम के अंदर लगा हुआ है तो कुछ होगा ना उनके अंदर। तुम गंवार लोग हो तो उनकी प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी है वो। तो ये तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम है कि तुम इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करो और थोड़ा स्टडी करो। कभी कभी ऐसा भी हो जाता है कि कोई वुमेन ओरिएंटेड आदमी आ गया तो वो विमेन 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 करता रहेगा और तुम फेल हो जाओगे। तो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर in all aspect of the possibilities which can be formulated as a question in the examination. समझे आप मेरी बात? हाँ जी पूछिए।
सर जो ये आपकी बुक है उसमें सारे नेम्स मिल जाएंगे, 100 पेंटर, स्कल्प्टर और आर्किटेक्चर, सारी चीजें?
वो जमाना खत्म हो गया, बुक्स छपनी बंद हो गई है पहली बात। बुक्स हैज बीन कन्वर्टेड इनटू ऑनलाइन। ऑनलाइन में हम हर महीने कम से कम 50 से 100 क्वेश्चन ऐड कर रहे हैं। इसीलिए वो बुक को पब्लिश करना बंद कर दिया है क्योंकि बुक में अपडेट नहीं कर सकते। आने वाले कुछ टाइम के अंदर हम लोग जो है उस सेक्शन के अंदर कुछ स्टूडेंट जो यहाँ पे क्लासरूम कोचिंग कर रहे हैं उन लोगों को कुछ असाइनमेंट देंगे। और आप में से जो आदमी थोड़ा मेहनत करना चाहता है घर पे बैठ के सोते सोते 1 घंटा 2 घंटा, वो लोग मुझे ईमेल भेज सकते हैं तो उनको हम बैकएंड का एडमिन बना देंगे। उसमें आपको एक असाइनमेंट दिया जाएगा, एक आदमी का नाम दिया जाएगा, उसकी 20 टॉप पेंटिंग्स कौन से म्यूजियम में रखी है, कौन से इज्म से बिलोंग करता है, पॉइंटलिज्म से बिलोंग करता है, वो सरलिज्म से बिलोंग करता है, इंप्रेशनिज्म से बिलोंग करता है, एक्सप्रेशनिज्म से बिलोंग करता है। वो टाइप के क्वेश्चन कौन कौन से बन सकते हैं वो लोग आप भी बना के उसमें लोड कर सकते हैं, जिससे और लोगों को भी फायदा हो जाएगा। और तुम अगर ये सोचोगे सेल्फिश तरीके से कि अरे मैं तो क्वेश्चन बना रहा हूँ और लोगों को कैसे पता लग जाए, तो तुम्हारे घर की वो थोड़ी है कि भाई और लोग नहीं पढ़ेंगे उसको। तुमने तो कुल मिला के 40 या 60 क्वेश्चन बनाए, और लोगों ने भी तो 60-60 क्वेश्चन बनाए। तो अगर 20 लोगों ने 60-60 क्वेश्चन पे काम किया तो 6 दूनी 1200 क्वेश्चन हो गए। बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तुम्हें 1200 का 1200 पता है, तुम्हें तो केवल वही 60 क्वेश्चन पता है जो जिस पे तुमने इमेज ढूंढी, उसका लैंग्वेज लिखा, उसके बारे में आपने मेहनत की, तो उसके बारे में आपको नॉलेज है। बाकी के लोगों ने जो बनाया उनके बारे में थोड़ी पता है आपको। तो वो तब पता लगेगा जब आप उसमें आप वेबसाइट पे जाके उनको पढ़ेंगे, उनको देखेंगे। यहाँ पे भी एक आदमी नीतू मिश्रा पढ़ देती है, वो कोई भी पढ़ सकता है, कोई भी गधा घोड़ा हाथी बैल उसको पढ़ सकता है, उसमें कोई टैलेंट नहीं चाहिए। उसको पढ़ के बता रहे हैं, बस बात कर रहा हूँ। टैलेंट चाहिए होता है जब आप मेहनत करते होते हैं उसकी इमेज को ढूंढने में, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ने में, उसके स्टाइल के बारे में पढ़ने में। अभी थोड़ा सा 15 मिनट है तो मैं एक चीज समझा देता हूँ तुम्हें। पेंटिंग एप्रिसिएशन के बारे में पूछा जा सकता है सिनेमेटोग्राफी लोगों से भी, डायरेक्शन में तो पूछा ही गया है। फोटोग्राफी का आप लोगों को पूछा गया है, रघुराय का एक फोटोग्राफ था वीणा प्लेयर के ऊपर। पेंटिंग में पूछा जाता है। पेंटिंग एप्रिसिएशन में बेसिकली कुछ चीजें होती है जो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ। पहला जो होता है वो किस इज्म में बिलीव करता है। इज्म मतलब सरलिस्टिक आदमी है, इम्प्रेशनिस्ट है, एक्सप्रेशनिज्म में है, पॉइंटलिज्म में है, दादाइज्म में है, किस मूवमेंट से बिलोंग करता है। तो उसका मूवमेंट क्या है। मूवमेंट मतलब वो नहीं फोटोग्राफी वाला मूवमेंट, आर्टिस्टिक मूवमेंट। 50 से ज्यादा आर्टिस्टिक मूवमेंट हुए हैं, अगर आप पढ़ेंगे नेट पे तो आपको समझ आ जाएगा। पहली चीज तो टेक्निक क्या है उसकी पेंटिंग बनाने की क्या टेक्निक है, किस टेक्निक पे काम करता है। दूसरा उसका कंपोजिशन सेंस क्या है। तीसरा उसका सब्जेक्ट मैटर क्या है। अब जैसे कुछ पेंटर आपको दिखेंगे उन्होंने लैंडस्केप पेंट किया, कुछ पेंटर आपको दिखेंगे जिन्होंने सी को बहुत पेंट किया। उनके फोटोग्राफ्स, उनकी पेंटिंग में सी बहुत जो है कॉमन एलिमेंट होता है। कुछ लोग हैं जो पोर्ट्रेट के ऊपर ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं, कुछ लोग हैं जो लाइटिंग को लेके, जैसे करवाजियो करके एक पेंटर है, उन्होंने लाइट और शेड को लेके बहुत अच्छा काम किया। तो उसका स्पेशलाइजेशन क्या है जिसकी वजह से वो आदमी जाना जाता है। ठीक है। और क्या वो पेंटिंग के साइज पे भी डिपेंड करता है कि क्या वो छोटा सा कैनवस पे काम करता था, बड़े कैनवस पे काम करता था। बड़ा कैनवस डिफिकल्ट होता है हैंडल करना, छोटा कैनवस थोड़ा आसान होता है। तो लोगों ने बड़े कैनवस पे भी काम किया है, छोटे पे भी किया है। ठीक है। तो वो सब चीजें जो है, और उसमें लाइट एंड शेड का है, उसका स्टाइल है, डिटेलिंग है, कितना डिटेल्ड काम है, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पेंटर है या सरलिस्टिक है, वो स्टाइल के अंदर आ जाता है उसका। और ऐसी क्या खास बात है उसके अंदर जिसकी वजह से वो महान 100 या 200 पेंटर्स के अंदर नाम आता है उसका। कुछ तो होगा, ऐसे तो नहीं कोई रैकेट चला के घुस गया वहां पे। तो उस आदमी का क्या स्पेशलाइजेशन है, क्या खास बात है उसके काम के अंदर, वो 3 या 4 सेंटेंसेस में आपको पता होंगे, क्योंकि वो टाइम नहीं होता है बकवास करने का। बीटिंग अराउंड द बुश, यू डू इट इन योर आउट। Point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 lines each, and that's it. If there is a time, then 3 or 4 lines. If there is no time, forget about it. तो पॉइंट फॉर्म में आप जब लिखते हैं तो उसमें बकवास कम होती है, काम की बात ज्यादा होती है। और लोग जो है यही जानना चाहते हैं कि क्या आपको इसेंस पता है कि आपको इसेंस पता है। संतरा खाने में बड़ा मजा आता है, तो हर फ्रूट को खाने में मजा आता है। अब आप ये लिखेंगे संतरे के अंदर खास बात क्या होती है, व्हाट इज सो स्पेशलाइजेशन और इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट ऑरेंज। तुम बोलोगे बड़ा मजा आता है उसको खाने में, ये तो बकवास कर रहे हो तुम लोग। बड़ा मजा तो कौन से फ्रूट को खाने में नहीं आता है बताओ। एप्पल को खाने में नहीं आता, ऑरेंज को, बनाना को खाने में मजा नहीं आता, गुआवा को खाने में मजा नहीं आता, हर चीज में मजा आता है। बट गुआवा के अंदर विटामिन सी नहीं होता है जो है ऑरेंज के अंदर। तो जो आदमी लिखेगा इफ यू ईट और टेक ए जूस ऑफ ऑरेंज यू गेट द विटामिन सी, ही विल गेट द मार्क्स। तो वो लिख के आएगा बड़ा मजा आता है वहां पे ऑरेंज का जूस पीने में, उस आदमी को कुछ नहीं। You have to underline a essence in a very, very limited words. That is what these two premier institution are looking at. तो ये मैंने ब्रीफ कर दिया आपको. डिटेलिंग कितना है पेंटिंग के अंदर, लाइटिंग का खेल है कि नहीं, उसमें सोर्स लाइटिंग इस्तेमाल की गई कि नहीं की गई, उसमें कंट्रास्ट रेशो कितना है, की लाइट हार्ड है या सॉफ्ट है, फिर फिल लाइट का रेशो कितना है की और फिल का कंपैरेटिवली. आप मेजर तो नहीं कर सकते, आप तो वहां नहीं बैठे हुए हो कि एक्सपोजर मीटर लेके जाके मेजर कर लोगे. हम तो मेजर करके बता देंगे आपको. पेंटिंग में तो वैसे भी मेजर नहीं हो सकता. तो आप देखने के बाद should be able to tell the ratio of the exposure, I mean to say highlight and shadow is this much, 1:4, 1:3, 1:2. कितना है उसका रेशो, किस तरीके से पेंटर ने काम किया है. पेंटर का माइंड है, उसके हिसाब से वो कैलकुलेट करेगा, अपना बनाएगा. तो आपको ये चीज समझ आनी चाहिए पेंटिंग को देखने के लिए कि क्या लाइटिंग रेशो है इसका, सोर्स लाइटिंग है कि नहीं, फ्लैट है लाइटिंग, किस टाइप की पेंटिंग इसमें. मैं बोलूं आपको कि राइट ए शॉर्ट नोट ऑन सो एंड सो पेंटर, क्या लिखोगे आप? तो भाई किस टाइप की पेंटिंग बनाई उसने, उसका क्या स्टाइल था, किस मूवमेंट से बिलोंग करता था. 6 या 7 इंपॉर्टेंट पेंटिंग के नाम बता दिए आपने, उसका आपने स्पेशलाइजेशन बता दिया कि ये आदमी इसलिए वर्ल्ड ओवर जाना जाता है. तो कम शब्दों में आप कितनी गंभीर बात करते हैं, इन ए लिमिटेड वर्ड, how much profound things you say, that is what would count as your intelligence level. They look for your intelligence level. Information तो ठीक है, information भी important है, intelligence तो बाद में आएगा, पहले information तो होनी चाहिए, कौन आदमी है, क्या करता है. So in the written exam they look for your information and intelligence both, and later on it is just the deep analysis of what your understanding, which I would say the intelligence in terms of the understanding power. So this is in brief. You can ask any question. बोलिए. हर चीज इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है. आज मैंने किताब ढूंढी, इसका नाम था 50 कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट यू शुड नो. 1500 रुपए का बुक है. आई वॉज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन बाइंग इट. वाई? बिकॉज इट विज जस्ट द इंडेक्स. तो मैंने उसका कहीं से ढूंढा, उसमें कौन कौन से आर्टिस्ट हैं. 50 आर्टिस्ट हैं. मैंने उस जेपेग इमेज को वहां से डाउनलोड करके उसको वीडियो, उसको वर्ड फाइल में कन्वर्ट करके उसके 50 के 50 नाम वहां से एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लिए. अब मैं कल एक आदमी को काम धंधे पे लगा दूंगा, जो आदमी 50 लोगों के 5-5 या 10-10 इंपॉर्टेंट काम जो है लिस्ट कर लेगा, और वहां से मुझे पता लग जाएगा कि कौन कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट काम है. 2 लोगों को मैं ऑलरेडी जानता हूँ, और मैं जानता हूँ इन द सेंस उनके काम के बारे में जानता हूँ. बाकी के जो 47-46 लोग हैं जिनके बारे में मैंने कभी ध्यान से कोशिश नहीं की पता करने की, मैंने कोशिश नहीं की मतलब मैं गंवार आदमी हूँ, इसका मतलब वो इंपॉर्टेंट लोग हैं, इसीलिए उनके ऊपर किताब है. मैं नाम लिखा हुआ है, तुम्हारा नाम तो नहीं लिखा हुआ है, तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा का नाम लिखा हो, तुम्हारे दोस्तों का नाम लिखा हुआ है उस किताब में नहीं लिखा हुआ. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया जिंदगी. जिन्होंने कुछ किया है इसीलिए उस किताब में उनके ऊपर 2 या 4 पेज डिवोटेड. ठीक है. तो ये सब इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है. मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, उसके लिए टाइम बर्बाद करना पड़ता है. बर्बाद करना पड़ता है मतलब इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है. आज के टाइम में इंटरनेट है, ये तुम्हारा सौभाग्य है. 25 साल पहले पैदा होते तो तुम्हें ब्रिटिश काउंसिल लाइब्रेरी, अमेरिकन सेंट्रल लाइब्रेरी में जाके पता करना पड़ता. और यूपी बिहार में कोई लाइब्रेरी नहीं है. दरभंगा के अंदर बैठ के किसी किताब में जाके लाइब्रेरी में पढ़, ध्यान रखना. दरभंगा मतलब इलाहाबाद में भी नहीं मिलेगी तुम्हें. वो केवल ब्रिटिश काउंसिल और अमेरिकन सेंटर के अंदर किताबें होती हैं, या कोई ललित कला एकेडमी लाइब्रेरी बैठी हो वहां पे मिल सकती है, या कोई फाइन आर्ट्स कॉलेज, बड़ौदा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट्स के अंदर जा पाओ आप लाइब्रेरी में, वहां मिल सकती है. बड़ौदा तो बड़ौदा में होगा, दरभंगा मोतिहारी में थोड़ी बैठा होगा बड़ौदा. बड़ौदा तो गुजरात में है बस. बट हो सकता है कि कोई ढंग की लाइब्रेरी कहीं मिल जाए, वहां तुम्हें देखने के लिए अलाउ कर दिया जाए. But today internet is the biggest source of resource. सोओगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा, ढूंढोगे तो मिल जाएगा. तो टाइम एनर्जी लगानी पड़ेगी. मैं तो केवल उतनी एनर्जी टाइम लगाऊंगा जितनी जरूरत है, क्योंकि मैं एग्जाम में नहीं बैठ रहा हूँ. एग्जाम में आप बैठ रहे हो. जितना आपने 1000 रुपए दिया है, मैंने उसके अंदर जो क्वेश्चन आंसर डाले हुए हैं उसकी एक्चुअल कीमत 10,000 रुपए होनी चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. आपको 90% डिस्काउंट के ऊपर मैंने दिया हुआ है, ध्यान रखना. उसके अंदर जो क्वेश्चन डाले हुए हैं तुम्हारी खोपड़ी के अंदर कभी क्वेश्चन आ नहीं सकते जिंदगी में। So this is in brief. 10 more minutes. You can ask anything if you want to. बोलिए।
सर उसका नेम क्या था जो आप बता रहे हो, पर्सपेक्टिव के ऊपर शॉर्ट फिल्म था, शॉर्ट फिल्म अबाउट किलिंग, यही उसका नेम था, क्या था वो?
क्रिस्टोफ किस्लोस्की का फिल्म है, क्रिस्टोफ किस्लोस्की। स्पेलिंग है उसका KRZYSZPOF KIESLOWSKI, क्रिस्टोफ किस्लोस्की। इसकी फिल्म का नाम है शॉर्ट फिल्म अबाउट किलिंग। उसके अंदर पर्सपेक्टिव का बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इस्तेमाल किया गया है, थोड़ा सा डिस्टॉर्टेड भी है कभी कभी, क्योंकि दे गो वेरी क्लोज टू द मेन सब्जेक्ट। रिवॉल्वर है, कुछ और है, बट टाइम टू टाइम अगर फिल्म के अंदर 200 शॉट लिए जा रहे हैं तो हो सकता है 2 शॉट के अंदर पर्सपेक्टिव का फीलिंग आपको महसूस हो। बट वो आपको पता होगा तो आपको पकड़ में आएगा, पता नहीं होगा तो आपको पकड़ में नहीं आएगा। ऑर्डिनरी ऑडियंस के लिए नहीं होता है ये सब चीजें, ये फिल्म मेकर के लिए है, ये फिल्म स्टडीज के लोगों के लिए है, जो फिल्म स्टडीज करना चाहते हैं उन लोगों के लिए। हाँ जी बोलिए। किसी ने त्रियाशा बोला है, सर कैन यू प्लीज रिव्यू और फोटोग्राफ आल्सो। नो, ये केवल उन लोगों के लिए है जो यहाँ पे जीवन में कष्ट लेके अपना शहर छोड़ के यहाँ पे आए हैं, पैसे लगाए हैं, सरदर्द लिया है, जो घर में बैठ के आलू के पराठे खा रहे हैं मम्मी के, उन लोगों के लिए नहीं है। वो अपना सर का दर्द खुद लेंगे, या किसी से डिस्कस करेंगे। जो लोग वहां पर आसपास हैं, दोस्त हैं, ये हैं वो हैं, आप अपना मेंटोर ढूंढिए वहां पे, जिसको आप समझते हैं कि इसको फोटोग्राफी का ब्रह्म ज्ञान है या वीडियो का ब्रह्म ज्ञान है। वही लोग आपको समझा पाएंगे, मैं तो कम से कम नहीं समझा पाऊंगा। हाँ जी, और कोई इसमें कुछ क्वेश्चन मैं देख लेता हूँ, मैं ध्यान से देखा नहीं था। बेंच टॉकिंग टू, ओके। तो आप लोग अपना अपना जो है, जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि वहां पर थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज की ही जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज की भी जरूरत पड़ती है। जो लोग ठीक से शूट कर पाएंगे, ये टॉपिक मैंने आपके साथ कुछ शेयर किए हैं, कुछ और टॉपिक मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा। आज मैंने ग्रुप में कुछ अपनी पीपीटीज लोड की हैं, उनको डाउनलोड करिए, उनको देखिए, समझने की कोशिश करिए। उन सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर अगर आपको कभी कोई क्वेश्चन दे दिया जाए, मतलब शूट करने के लिए बोल दिया जाए, तो आप लोग जो है उसके ऊपर शूट करने के पोजीशन में होने चाहिए कि हाँ, हम जैसे जैसे कलर का टॉपिक हम लोगों ने दिया, अब फ्यूचर में नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जो दिया जाएगा वो है पेस्टल कलर्स। फोटोग्राफ के अंदर वाइब्रेंट कलर नहीं होने चाहिए, पेस्टल कलर्स होने चाहिए, बट कलर होने चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं है देयर इज नो कलर इन द फोटोग्राफ, ऐसा फोटोग्राफ मत लेके आए इसमें कलर ही नहीं है। देयर शुड बी कलर बट पेस्टल कलर। जैसे मैंने आपको एक इमेज दिखाई देगास का पेंटिंग का, तो कलर इज देयर बट इज अ पेस्टल, नॉट वाइब्रेंट, नॉट फ्लोरोसेंट। फ्लोरोसेंट कलर एक अलग डिपार्टमेंट है कलर थ्योरी का। तो फ्लोरोसेंट कलर, वाइब्रेंट कलर, पेस्टल कलर्स एंड नो कलर। नो कलर भी अपने आप में कलर है। ये फोटोग्राफ देखा आपने, कोई कलर ही नहीं समझ आ रहा उसमें। मैंने बहुत सारे ऐसे फोटोग्राफ देखे हैं जिसमें कलर ही नहीं समझ आता, क्या कलर है पता ही नहीं लगता। दैट काइंड ऑफ फोटोग्राफ इज कॉल्ड नो कलर फोटोग्राफ। So it is a color photograph, but there is no color in the image which is prominently would stand up by its own. इसके अलावा आप लोग जो है थोड़ा थोड़ा गूगल पे जाके कुछ क्वेश्चंस एस्थेटिक्स ऑफ लाइटिंग को लेके, आप लोग सब लोगों का हमने एक वो बनाया हुआ है, उसमें जो हमारा वो है क्या बोलते हैं वेबसाइट, उसमें आपको लिंक क्रिएट करके दे दिया गया है। उसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन एस्थेटिक्स ऑफ लाइटिंग को लेके दिए हुए हैं। वो जो आंसर वहां दिया हुआ है उससे बेटर आंसर आप भी बना सकते हैं। उसमें एक सैंपल आंसर आपको दे दिया गया है, तो मैं कल जो है आपको एक गूगल से मैंने कट एंड पेस्ट करके एक सैंपल आंसर, क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर आपको लिए बनाया है, तो मैं कल आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा। बट उसमें कुछ एक ऐसी चीजें हैं जो मैंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस, वो केवल कट एंड पेस्ट है, उसमें मैंने अपना एक्सपीरियंस नहीं डाला है। मेरा अपना भी एक्सपीरियंस है थिएट्रिकल परफॉर्मेंसेस शूट करने का, उसकी जो ब्रह्म ज्ञान है वो मैंने उसमें नहीं डाली, क्योंकि दैट कम विद एक्सपीरियंस। बट इवन फ्रॉम अ कट एंड पेस्ट हाउ आई कैन फॉर्मुलेट ए गुड आंसर, वो मैं कल या परसों आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा। हाउ टू शूट ए थिएट्रिकल परफॉर्मेंस, वो जो है मैं आपके साथ कल या परसों में हाँ जी, कुछ और किसी को पूछना है तो अच्छी बात है, वरना 6:30 पे हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया था, 8:30 होने वाला है। आई एम लॉन्चिंग द पोल नाउ, so you can mark your attendance and that's it. It is a kind of a attendance for you.
एक लास्ट चीज पूछनी है
तो पूछ लीजिए लास्ट चीज।
सर। ये जैसे लास्ट क्लास में हमने कृष्णा सर, मेरे को उनका नाम याद नहीं है, वो कंसेप्चुअल टूल्स ऑफ फिल्म पे उन्होंने बस 1 2 3 4 चीजें रह गई, तो शायद कल क्लास वो कंटिन्यू करके मतलब
कल
हो
जो है
जाए या
मैं
फिर
क्लास नहीं लूंगा, कल कन्हैया सर क्लास लेंगे, तो जो बातचीत उनकी चल रही थी वो कंटिन्यू रहेगी कल जो है,
ठीक है
तो वो
सर, ठीक है,
दैट वी विल कंटिन्यू विद दैट।
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर।
और बोलिए।
सर हेलो
हाँ जी बोलिए।
सर, आपने एक चीज बताई, जो आप कुछ मेल करने के लिए तो आप कुछ नाम या देखो फिर से बताएंगे?
क्या मेल करने के लिए?
सर आपने
मैंने
बताया
बोला
ना जो
था कि जो लोग घर पे 1 घंटा 2 घंटा कुछ डिवोट करना चाह रहे हैं कुछ असाइनमेंट के लिए, जो मैं आपको दूंगा पेंटर्स के लिए, और उनकी पेंटिंग और क्वेश्चन आंसर बना के एमसीक्यू में लोगों के साथ शेयर करना चाह रहे हैं, जो चाहते हैं कि और लोग भी थोड़ा बेनिफिट हो उस चीज से, और लोग भी उसमें शेयर करेंगे। 8 लोग यहाँ के शेयर करेंगे, 1 2 लोग आप में से भी इंटरेस्टेड होंगे, तो उसमें काम जो है जल्दी हो जाएगा, खटाखट खटाखट। तो अगर आप लोग इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो आप मुझे एक ईमेल भेज सकते हैं कि सर यस आई वुड बी डिवोटिंग 2 hours एवरी डे इन कमिंग 10 days, so please send me the assignment so that I would also work upon. करोगे अच्छी बात है, नहीं करोगे तो कोई बात नहीं,
ओके सर।
ठीक है। So I am ending the meeting. Hope you would have been benefited, and that's what I can say. That's it.